Place the trunnion head onto the base of the machine. Ensure that the head is fully seated over the guide block. Secure using the 4 cap head screws. Connect the air pipe to the push fit outlet on the machine base plate. Then connect the cables to the appropriate connections on the rear of the machine. Pull out the handle and pivot back the loading mechanism. It is important to ensure that the loading mechanism is fully secured to the base before doing this. Fit the spacer and hub adapter to the spindle and secure using the screws. Then fit the specimen disc. Lower down the loading assembly, secure using the locking pin. Insert the spring-loaded specimen thermocouple and secure in place. Connect the sensor at the rear of the machine. Loosen the 4 bolts securing the trunnion block and adjust its position until the pin specimen is in the desired position on the disc specimen. Secure the trunnion block again. Fit the split spacer around the spindle. Fit the lubricant bath over the spindle and secure using the cap head screws. Fit the spacer and hub adapter to the spindle and secure. Fit the specimen disc. Fit the top cover, then connect the heater power and thermocouple to the appropriate connections on the rear of the machine. Finally, fit the trunnion head as previously described. Fit the heating enclosure over the spindle and secure to the base plate. Fit the exhaust to the closest port of the enclosure. Fit the hot air gun adapter tube to the furthest port of the enclosure. Next, fit the spacer for the hot air gun base. Then, fit the hot air gun assembly to the side of the base plate, ensuring the spacer is underneath, then secure. Slide back the adapter tube so that it is sitting over the outlet of the hot air gun. Plug the power and control cables for the hot air gun into the appropriate connections on the rear of the machine. Fit the pin-on-disc loading mechanism onto the locating plate on the machine base plate and secure. Connect the cables as appropriate to the ports on the rear panel of the machine. Connect the air pipe to the push-fit outlet on the machine base plate. Pull out the handle and pivot back the loading mechanism. It is important that the assembly is secured before doing this. Fit the spacer and hub adapter to the drive spindle and secure. Fit the specimen disc. Fit the top cover to the enclosure, then lower the loading assembly and secure using the locking pin. Fit the pyrometer and bracket to the base plate. Plug the pyrometer in the appropriate connection at the rear of the machine. Fit the hub adapter to the spindle with the driving pin set in the desired position to set the stroke length. Place the reciprocating assembly over the spindle and seat on the base plate, making sure to align the Scotch yoke mechanism with the driving pin on the hub adapter. Secure the reciprocating assembly to the base plate. Fit the guard over the Scotch yoke mechanism. Fit the trunnion head to the cream base of the reciprocating assembly. The trunnion assembly now needs to be slid forward into position. However, care is needed to ensure that the specimen does not hit the reciprocating bath assembly. Release the locking bolt and carefully tip back the loading mechanism so that the specimen passes over the side of the bath. Once in position, lower the head, refit the locking bolt and then secure the trunnion to the cream base. Tilt back the loading mechanism and fit the bath cover. Connect the air supply to the fitting on the machine base plate. Connect the power and signal cables to the appropriate connections on the rear of the machine. Finally, return the loading mechanism to the operating position and secure with the locking pin. Fit the pin on Vee Adaptor over the drive spindle. Secure the adapter to the base plate using the cap head screws. Fit the torque sensor to the machine base plate. Connect the cables to the appropriate connections on the rear of the machine. Then plug the air supply into the outlet on the machine base. Fit the large and the small spacers to the spindle. Then fit the hub adapter and secure using the cap head screws. Fit the lubricant bath over the hub adapter. Connect the heaters to the connection box on the main body of the adapter. Fit the rotating specimen to the shaft in the bath and secure. Fit the load bridges over the side of the bath and secure to the linear slides. Finally, connect the thermocouple.